This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. There are some new developments in the court battle over height limits in the Midway district. This is all connected to plans to redevelop that area. San Diego City leaders plan to take the battle to the California Supreme Court. Last month, an appellate court ruled a ballot measure from 2022 to eliminate the 30-foot height limit was illegal because it violated the California Environmental Quality Act. San Diego's plan for the area, called Midway Rising, calls for thousands of homes, a new arena, and park space. Today's San Diego City Council meeting will likely be a full house as the council once again takes up the topic of paid parking in Balboa Park. It's something we've been talking about a lot. They'll be discussing just how much to charge for the new monthly and annual passes. Under the current proposal, San Diegans would pay $30 a month or $150 a year to park. Anyone who doesn't live in the city limits would pay $40 a month or $300 a year. While those numbers have come down since the city first started discussing parking prices, many regulars who like to walk here at the park say they may have to find another place to hang out.
We have been here so many years. No one has ever parked here before paid for parking. We think that it's silly. There are a lot of people that come to visit Balboa Park who can't afford to pay for parking. And they come here with their little children and their families, and it's totally unnecessary.
If approved, the plan could take effect the first week of January, along with the hourly and daily parking rates that have already been approved. Home security cameras have become pretty common. Now a police department in North County is inviting neighbors to register their cameras for a new security network Oceanside police call the Connect Oceanside program. Organizers say the program does not give police a live feed from the camera. Instead, if there's a crime nearby, they say police can request footage that might help in that investigation. So how are your tax dollars being spent at the county level? That is the question for a proposed subcommittee that would spend the next year deep diving into county contracts, making sure they maximize the amount of money coming back into San Diego. NBC7's Nicole Gomez has the details.
Well, it all starts with the fact that the county cannot rely on funding from the state or the federal government. So the question becomes, how can the county itself maximize its own funding?
We have high-speed computers, but we can't seem to find our way to get anything done. This is the team can do.
East County Supervisor Joel Anderson and South Bay Supervisor Paloma Aguirre are teaming up to propose a subcommittee that would audit the county's $2.2 billion in contracts. The subcommittee would review contracts awarded prior to January 1st, 2021 to determine if newer competitive policies can be applied. It would also look at long-term contracts to secure better terms and increase economic return for our region by prioritizing local vendors. The deep dive would take about a year. It comes at a time when the county could face decreased state and federal funding, impacting essential services like health care and housing. As representatives of the county's two poorest districts, Anderson and Aguirre felt the need to step up.
We share the financial challenges that our working families in our district have. And when cost of living is at an all-time high, when people are struggling to pay their rent, put food on the table, put their kids through school, I think it's our responsibility and mainly our mandate as elected officials to work together in the areas where we have common ground.
The Board of Supervisors should vote on this proposal sometime this afternoon. Reporting from the County Administration Building, Nicole Gomez, NBC7.
Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the rest of the afternoon and even into the early part of the evening, we still will have a chance for a passing shower. Temperatures only topping out around 60 for the coast and inland valleys today. Unseasonably cool by 10 to 15 degrees below normal. Mountains mid-40s. Overnight it's going to be colder, around 50 at the coast, mid-40s inland, mid-30s mountains, mid-40s deserts. So you will definitely need a warm coat tomorrow morning. Tomorrow throughout the day, inland valleys sunny, mid-60s. Next round of rain Thursday and Friday.
Okay, thank you. Liberty Station celebrating 25 years of bringing the community together through art, culture, and creativity. We'll take you inside their new campaign. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
You count on deeper investigations.
My mom was sitting next to him trying to get help, and they weren't picking up.
You count on getting a response. You count on a committed team looking out for you.
How are you feeling when you're talking to the guy who may have taken your sister's money?
In 2 languages.
¿Cuál es su opinión sobre estos casos, maestra?
You count on results.
I so appreciate you guys for helping me out.
And getting answers.
How concerned are you?
Extremely.
This is NBC 7 and Telemundo 20 investigates and responds. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. One of the getaway drivers in a deadly smuggling boat crash has been sentenced to 16 months in prison. Sergio Rojas Fregoso pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to transport aliens. The crash happened in the early morning hours of May 5th, just north of Torrey Pine State Beach in Del Mar. The smuggling boat capsized, killing 4 of the 19 people on board, including 2 children. Rojas was waiting in a car nearby to take the surviving passengers to a house in Chula Vista. In court, federal prosecutors said he had an extensive history of smuggling. Rojas is set to be deported after his time in prison. The man who went on a violent rampage inside a Santee hair salon will be sentenced today. Late last month, 28-year-old August Marriott pleaded guilty to assault after he was caught on camera throwing shampoo bottles and threatening employees at a Great Clips on Mission Gorge Road. As part of his plea deal, he admitted to having a prior strike conviction. Marriott is set to be sentenced to 6 years in state prison at 1:30 this afternoon. The SDPD bomb arson unit is investigating an mysterious explosion in Ocean Beach. This happened around 7 o'clock Sunday night near Brighton Avenue and Abbott Street. Police weren't called to the scene until Monday afternoon when neighbors say they found shrapnel in the street and damage to at least 1 car. Police say no one was hurt in this incident. They're now asking anyone with information to reach out. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your wet weather forecast right after this.
NBC 7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
Look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
They just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Hi there, I'm NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. For the rest of today, chance of a passing shower for really the whole county. It's going to be cooler too, around 60 for the coast and inland valleys for a high. Mid-40s in the mountains. Deserts around 70. Overnight, it'll be colder, around 50 at the coast, mid-40s inland, mid-30s in the mountains, so you will need a warm jacket before you step out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be dry, and then by Thursday afternoon, more rain, followed by Friday. The weekend looks good and dry next week.
Like the sound of that. Thank you. A local landmark is marking a major milestone this year. NBC 7's Audra Stafford shows us some of the ways the Art District's Liberty Station is celebrating 25 years of arts and culture.
As you walk through Liberty Station, you'll find all kinds of colorful public art pieces like this mural. It's one of more than a dozen here, and as part of the 25th anniversary of the Arts District, 2 new pieces are now being added.
Some pieces are interactive, some not so much, but they're all beautiful works of art.
The open-air gallery is growing at Arts District Liberty Station with the addition of Fuente Fantasma, a 6-tiered fountain inspired by traditional Tijuana piggy banks, and what will eventually be a larger-than-life landscape combining the flora and fauna from both San Diego and Baja. In addition to public art, Arts District Liberty Station is now home to more than 120 galleries, studios, and museums where students of all ages can learn from working artists, and where even those who aren't especially artsy can feel welcome.
But just seeing it, that bringing joy to someone and bringing joy to an experience, bringing joy to a group in a public space and being able to spread that just creates more and more community health and wealth, and that's really what we try to do.
And what they'll continue to do for the next 25 years. From Arts District Liberty Station, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC 7.
More coverage to count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.